Zelig Williams left his home in Columbia's Lower Richland community on the morning of October the 3rd, 2024. The next day, his car was found abandoned in a parking lot along the Palmetto Trail, but Zelig seemed to have vanished. No one has seen or heard from him since. I'm Callie Lyons with FITSNews. At 28 years of age, Zelig stands 6 feet tall, weighing 150 pounds. He's black with light complexion, brown eyes, black hair. Yet descriptions like these only scratch the surface of who he is. Zelig is a dancer, and not just any dancer. Born and raised in South Carolina, he soared to fame, making his Broadway debut in Hamilton, touring with Hugh Jackman, and ultimately claiming his place in the original cast of MJ the Musical. Friends say Zelig has a rare talent. With his drive, passion, and commitment to his art, he's a force that moves everyone around him. If you see Zelig or have any information that could help locate him, please contact the Richland County Sheriff's Office, submit a tip at sccrimestoppers.com, or call 1-888-CRIME-SC. Friends and family members can't wait for him to come home. These are their stories.
Hi, Kathy. I'm Ginger. I'm one of Zelig's professors from PACE. I must have taken about 50 takes to try to figure out the right thing to say during this time. And honestly, the only thing that speaks to my heart is that I truly love Zelig. And I know him as a beautiful, loving, caring, and kind soul. He's also very funny. And I think that's what I really want to say. I have a fond memory of him when I used to bring my son to rehearsal. He was about 6 at the time, and Z would always spend the time with Jack. He would color with him, he would talk to him, and he just really gave him his time, and it meant so much to Jack. And whenever I would go to rehearsal without him, he'd always ask me, "Where's Z? Is Z gonna be there? I wanna go." And he really made an impression on my young son, and it meant so much to me as a mom because it just really showed his human, loving soul and his qualities of just being a good person. And I hope these fond memories really resonate in your heart to let you know how much you're loved and how much your family's loved, and especially how much Z is loved, because he's such a beautiful soul that always remains in my heart. And I pray for you, I pray for your family, and I pray for Z that he's returned safely to you, and that he is safe, loved, and covered in a blanket of light and love wherever he is. And I'm thinking of you and I'm praying for you.
Hi, my name is Jemiah Brown. I am a dear friend of Zelig Williams. I've known Zelig since I was 9 years old, and we actually ended up going to high school together, and we carpooled from school to dance every single day. Zelig choreographed all of my high school solos from 9th grade to 12th grade. I used to go and assist Zelig with his dance classes, and any opportunity I had, I used to go to New York to go visit Zelig, whether it was just to see him on Broadway or just I had a free weekend and I just wanted to go hang out with him. I have known Zelig for so long, so the fact that he is still missing and it's been a month is truly heartbreaking to see and hear. Zelig used to call me at least once or twice a month just to check in with me to make sure that everything was okay. He's always been such an inspiration, always so encouraging. He was one of the few people that always told me that I could do it, even when I didn't believe in myself. And I'm so grateful for him for that. My favorite memories of Zelig are literally us just in the car on our way to dance, singing out loud to the radio, or us practicing his lines for his drama performance. I miss Zelig so much, and I'm hoping that we can find him and bring him home. He is so loved and just an incredible person, an incredible dancer, and we need him home.
Hi Z, it's Shavante, your big sister. I'm just telling you that, like, we miss you. I can't wait to hear your voice and you tell me that you grown and I can't tell you what to do no more because you're not little anymore. And you just telling me to be quiet. Shavante, you don't know what you're talking about. And Zane, your baby, she's ready to show you that she can do her chin stand. Here she goes. That's Zane, show him. Put it together. Get it. Very good. CZ, everybody's waiting on you. Trinus is waiting to tell you all about college life, how he pledged. Right, Trinus pledge. And all the fun things that he's doing his freshman year of college. We love you and we miss you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Petronelli. I am going to speak about a dear friend and someone who I would call family to me, a little brother, Zelig. Zelig is such a beautiful human inside and out. Just from the first time I met him, I felt like I had known him. He just has that type of inviting, beautiful energy. Everyone who knows him knows what a light he is. His smile, he brightens up a room. His laugh. He's just truly a special human, and everyone who he's encountered feels that from him, loves him, adores him. And then he's an incredible artist, a beautiful dancer, performer, and he exudes the feeling that he's performing, and you feel him, and you really just are just so engaged in his performance. I've had the honor of working with him on many jobs, really awesome memories with him. I got to travel the world with him and tour, and he was been my partner on some jobs, and I was always so grateful when I got to partner with him because he's such an amazing partner, and I just have some beautiful memories with him, and I love and miss him so much, and I am praying and hoping for a very safe return home, and I'm thinking of him and his family every single day and sending everyone so much love, and I love you, Zelig.
Hi, I'm Niani Feelings. I'm one of Zelig's best friends, and one of my favorite memories is during the pandemic, Zelig and I were choreographing together a lot for a dance or two at our dance studio that we grew up at, the Southern Strut. And one night we were prepping a lot of choreography to teach the next day, and we were exhausted. It was really late at night, late in the studio, but those are our favorite kind of nights. We were just feeling really silly and excited to be there and to be choreographing together and to get to be back in the studio together like we had all those times growing up. But after we had kind of called it a night, Zelig told me that he had created a combo for the little kids at Strut that he was going to teach during boot camp. And I asked him to show it to me. And it was to Frozen. And he performed it for me so full out, like 100% full performance just for me in this studio of this baby choreography that obviously is so easy for him, but he did it with so much passion and so much commitment. I was like really touched by this combo, and I think about that kind of personal performance that I got from Zelig all the time, and it's one of my favorite memories about him. He was so committed. He is so committed to everything he does, even the combos that he doesn't have to do full out at, the middle of the night in a studio just to see me smile.
Hey Z, I love you so much, and I'm just waiting on the day for you to come home. It could be tomorrow, it could be this moment, it could be anytime. I'm waiting on you, your mother's waiting on you, You're our gentle spirit, son. There's not a moment that goes by that I don't wait to hear your voice. My gentle spirit calling on me and saying, Mom, how was your day today? What kind of week you're having? Is there anything you want to talk about? Out of Shavante and Tia, you always that one that calls me and want to know how my day going, how my week going. You want to just have prayer with me. You just, that type of spirit, just that kindness. Always thinking about me. When I want to know how you're doing, you always want to know how I'm doing. You don't miss a moment. Oh, don't miss a beat. And I just really need to hear your voice. I need to see you. Your mommy needs you. You hear all of us, Z. Those voices, those prayers, that's all of your family and friends calling on you, son. We calling on you because we miss you so much, son. We want you and we love you. Hear our voices. Hear our heartbeat. Hear our souls, son. We calling and we love you and we need you, baby. Please, Zelig. Please come home. We love you, son.
Hi, my name is Caroline Lewis Jones. I have known Zelig, I call him Zelly, since he was 11 years old. He walked into the Southern Strut dance studio. His mom put him in dance after his sisters had passed away. And, you know, I guess to give him that outlet for dance. And the second that I met Z, I knew that he was a special force of nature and that he was born to move. He was born to be on stage, sing, act, dance, move his body. That absolutely was his healing space. And I think the most wonderful attribute about Zelig was his commitment to his faith and his commitment to his beliefs. And, you know, regardless of what anybody thinks or feels or believes, when you have that amazing strength to not care and just want to be closer to a higher power or to what you truly feel inside is what is most important. I think that is so admirable and so fascinating and so just really unbelievable. And watching Z over the past few years, you know, commit himself to his belief system and, you know, what he feels is right inside of him. I think that that's beautiful and wonderful. And we miss Z. I would do anything to be in a dance studio with him again, for him to partner me, for him to touch my hand, my arm when we're dancing. He truly is one of the most remarkable dancers and humans I've ever met in my entire life. And I miss him. And I hope that we find him very soon. And I love you, Zelig. You're my heart.
Hi, my name is Carly, and I had the privilege of dancing alongside Zelig at the Southern Strut. I use the word privilege because he is hands down the most talented person that I have ever met. If you know Z, you know that his passion in life is dance and entertaining. But after thinking about it a little bit more, I truly feel that his passion in life is bringing joy to everyone around him. Whether it be ripping his shirt in a dance competition after competition, to making his friends and family laugh on a tough day, Zelig truly enjoyed bringing joy to everyone around him. I also had the privilege of being Zelig's duet partner our senior year, and I always had the utmost trust in Zelig. We would have choreographers come into the studio and share their vision on this insane lift that they wanted us to do. And I remember as they're sharing their vision, my eyes would be bugging out of my head. But I would look to Z, and he was calm and he was confident, and he always said, let's do it. And there was never a second that I doubted Zelig, and there was never a second that I felt unsafe with him. I always knew that I could trust him to keep me safe, and he did that every time. And I think that speaks volumes about Z and his character and the kind of person that he is. He is trustworthy and he is confident, and he is an amazing partner. So Zelig, I love you, and I hope you know that your friends and family love you. And I pray that you're safe, I pray that you're healthy, and I pray that you come home soon. I love you, Zelig.
Iron really does sharpen iron, and two really is better than one. That is the dynamic in the relationship that I share with Z. Being how I have been sharpened by him in every area of my life, whether it is my character or my career focus or my beliefs. He has continued to love me through any high and low moment. I know that he is a light to this world and loves loves anyone that comes into contact with him. But he has a very beautiful way of making me feel like the only woman in the world besides his mom. One of my favorite memories with Z so far is how he would stay up late nights with me to help me wherever he could in making sure that my patterns for fashion school were done and that I was on track, that I was healthy. I mean, he's just always very present with me, and I love that because he's as multifaceted as I am, but yet he still found a way to be there for me in small and in big moments. And I love that about him. He would say that I am a true blessing in his life, but the real blessing is him. The real blessing is him. I love you, Z, and I want and pray to have many, many more memories with you, just as we've planned. I love you.
Z was definitely always that kid that would come up, and he would literally come up to me almost every single day of every week, and he would be working on a new goal every single time and would let me know, like, hey, Miss Jocelyn, look at what I've been working on. I've been working on this and that this time, and oh my God, I think I landed my triple pirouette this time. And then as he got older, he was like, you know, I've been working on my aerial, I've been working on this, I've been working on my technique. And it was showing every single time. He would master a goal. He would master something technique-wise literally within like 2 days from the time that I saw him the first time he was working on it till 2 days later. And I'm seeing him and he just masters it. And it's like, all right, on to the next thing. That's like my favorite thing about Z, is that he was always working on something. And that's something that we as teachers and mentors have to instill in our kids today. You have to keep working. Like, everybody has room to grow. I don't care how great you are of a dancer. I don't care how talented you are. Everybody has more room to grow. And that's what Z taught me.
Hi there, my name is Veronica Walker. I have a studio in Somerville, South Carolina called United We Dance. I was asked by Caroline to make a quick video just to keep Z's name out there and make sure that everyone still remembers that he is missing and that we need to find him. Thank you, Caroline, for everything you're doing. You're going above and beyond, and I mean, I expect nothing less. But we just need to keep his name out there. I don't even know how to explain this unless you know him, but when you watch him dance, your jaw's on the floor in about 2 seconds. And that alone is wonderful, but the kind of person that he is, the kind of heart that he has. He's never in town when he doesn't text and check in, want to come teach, just say hello. He also goes above and beyond for the people in his life that he loves. And God knows we all love him. Somebody has to know something. I believe that with all my heart. And I believe that we will find him. I don't know when, but it's got to happen because the world's not ready. The people that love him aren't ready. We need him home. So keep him in your thoughts. Keep looking. We all will. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Kaylin. I'm a really good friend of Zelig Williams. Z and I have a brother-sister bond. Like, I couldn't explain it beyond that. He's like a little brother to me. I've known Zelig since high school, and of course our friendship has developed and grown over time in our adult years. Zelig was at my wedding a couple years ago, and so he's someone that I deeply, deeply care for. Zelig is also someone that FaceTimes me almost weekly, and so I really do miss our phone calls, our texts. We send silly memes and silly posts back and forth through Instagram and TikTok. That's just the kind of bond that we have. Zelig always checks in and makes sure I'm good, and vice versa. Sending scriptures, prayers, just words of encouragement. Z has a heart like none other. He gives the absolute best hugs. It feels like you're the only person in the world to him in that moment. So I miss those hugs. I miss his laughter, his light. I have nothing but just positive things to say about Z. I've had nothing but great experiences with him. He's also come to know my husband along the years as well. And so we both view Z like a little brother. And we love you, Zelig. We miss you, and we can't wait to have you home safe with us again.
Hi, my name is Kalini, and I've known Z since high school, and I've had the pleasure of dancing with him in high school and as an adult with Unbound. And there's so many stories. There's so many great stories, and it's just so hard to pick one. But Z is the kindest, most humble, just brightest light I have ever met in my life. Being in a room with him, dancing with him, you never felt less than. You never felt inadequate. You never felt alone. He has a way of seeing you and actually seeing you, not just in dance, but in life, as a friend. Just the countless texts that I've gotten and then the calls. And this time has been really hard. It's really been really hard to think of a world without Z. And yeah, so my story about my wonderful, wonderful friend is I have a son who's now 2 years old, and transitioning into motherhood, it was something for sure. Z was also one of the first people that I've shared that I was pregnant, and from the beginning he was Uncle Z. And he was in New York and I was here, and transitioning was very hard from being pregnant and having a baby, and I just really, really wanted to make it over there to see him perform, and I finally had a chance to go to New York in last September when my son was about 1, but before that, he, oh man, before that, Z was home shortly before my son turned 1, and he was here for just, it was a very quick trip to visit his mom, and I met him out with his mom at her house, and my child is not one to just go with strangers. Granted, he's also seen him on the phone and videos and things, but I take my son out of his car seat and he reaches his little arms out for Uncle Z and gives him the biggest hug ever, and just hung out with him, just let him hold him and gave him hugs. And that is just very strange because he doesn't do that. He does not do that. And that is just a great description of just Z and who he is and his energy. And yeah, it's very undeniable. And I finally got the pleasure of watching him on Broadway last September, and man, people were looking at me like I was crazy because I'm just sitting there bawling my eyes out, and all of these very happy, fun scenes and dances, but I just could not be more proud of my friend because I know what it took to get there. And man, it's just seeing him in his element, seeing him at his full potential. It was something. It was something, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for him and for all of the times that he has touched my life in big ways and small ways. And yeah, I love you, Z, and I cannot wait to hug you again and to see you again.
Z always used to introduce me as one of his oldest friends because we met in elementary school, and I didn't realize he is one of my oldest friends. I just want to hop on here and say I love you, I miss you, can't wait for you to come home.
Help bring Zelig home. If you see Zelig or have any information that could help locate him, please contact the Richland County Sheriff's Office, submit a tip at sccrimestoppers.com, or call 1-888-CRIME-SC.